David and Goliath. Good job. Who knows who David is? Who's David? Have you guys ever heard of David and Goliath? No? For sure. I don't believe you. You've never heard of David and Goliath. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then today I'm gonna you'll learn to see. Okay, so David was a young boy. He had a lot of older brothers. His older brothers were in the war. So do you remember what God's people were called? The Israelites. Good job. And they were having a war with the Palestinians. I don't know how to pronounce this. Palestinians. Thank you. But David, he's young. He was not in the war. He was a what?
A shepherd.
Shepherd. And he loved music. He loves music. You guys know Tasitabdra?
Yeah.
Yeah? David wrote those songs. They're songs. Yeah. And David wrote those songs. Dedicated to who? God, right? Okay, so when David was a young boy, the king was called Saul. King Saul was in charge, but he didn't listen to God, so God asked Samuel, which is this guy. God told Samuel to go look for the new king. He told Samuel to go to Bethlehem. Do you guys know where Bethlehem, what's significant about Bethlehem? That's where who was born?
Baby Jesus.
Yes, good job. So God said to Samuel, go to Bethlehem, and there is a man named Jesse. There's going to be a man named Jesse with 8 sons. You see all these sons in the background? Ready? Okay, these are all of David's brothers. Do you guys have 8 brothers? No, that's a lot of kids, right? And David is the youngest. How many of you are the youngest sibling? Angel, you're the youngest? No, you're not. You're the oldest. Boluko, you're the youngest, right? Okay. So, God said one of these sons will be the next king. And when Samuel first saw these boys, he thought the oldest was going to be the king. And God said, nope, don't look at how big he is or how he looks. He's not the one that I chose. So, Jesse, David's dad, brought more sons. Hey, son, come. There's a person from the castle. They want to see you. And Samuel asked Jesse, have I met all your sons? And Jesse said, I have one son left named David. He's the youngest and he's looking after the sheep. I will bring him here to meet you. And as soon as Samuel saw David, the Lord spoke to him and said, he is the one. So all these sons, God didn't want any of them. He wanted the youngest, like you, and you, and you, and you. Yeah, he doesn't want the biggest one or the oldest one. He wanted the youngest one. Okay? Anyways, after that day, Samuel anointed him with oil. And after that day, he was always with the Lord. The Lord had power over him. David continued to take care of his father's sheep. And when he didn't have much to do in the field, he played instruments and wrote songs and poems. Have you ever written a song or a poem? No, but you sing it a lot, right? Yeah, but he doesn't just sing it. He loves to write it too. Meanwhile, Saul was still king and he ruled over the Israelites. And the Israelites were not getting along with the Palestinians, right? And the problem with the Palestinians is that they had giants living in their land. 1 second. Look at this skull. The Palestinians had giants living in their land, and they were these big, giant people. You see how big that skull is? Just the skull is as big as the human. Can you imagine how big? Like, you're gonna have to go like up to them like this. Hi. That's so tall, right? And let me tell you, the biggest giant, his name was Goliath. Are you starting to remember who Goliath is? Yeah. Goliath was 9 feet tall. Okay. I'm 5'5". Goliath is like 9 feet tall. I think he's probably taller than the ceiling. So if he comes into my house, he's gonna have to walk around like this. Like, he's a giant, okay? Okay guys, 9 feet tall is bigger and taller than anybody in the world record. Do you guys know the Guinness World Record?
Yes.
It's a collection of all the world records in the world. And the tallest person on earth is not even 9 feet tall. So, I don't know. Don't you think Goliath would be kind of scary? Like, he could just step on you and you'll probably die. He's really big, okay? And not only is he really big, but he wore armor. Like, full head to toe armor, and carried a sword around every day. Like, swing, swing. And he could kill me, okay? And every morning and evening, he would go to the Israelites. For 40 days, guys. 40 days, in the morning and in the nighttime, he would come to the Israelites. So pretend you're the Israelites, okay? And he'd say, "Hey, you guys! I dare you to find one man to fight me. If he can beat me, I'll be your servant. But if I win, you all have to be my servants." Are you gonna fight him?
No.
No, I don't know. Every day he's gonna come and tell you this, and you're gonna fight him? No, but you'd be scared, won't you? So King Saul and his men heard this, and they were scared. Would you be scared too? Yeah. And then 3 of these men were David's oldest brothers. They were the only ones in David's family that could go fight because they were old enough. Now, David's father Jesse heard about the giant, and he was worried for his sons. So he called David and told him to go bring food to his brothers and report back how they're doing. So 3 of David's brothers are in the war, right? And the dad tells David, "Go give your brothers food and tell me how they're doing, okay?" So David's going with his donkey and his food, and he's about to go give his brothers some food. But just then, he hears Goliath going, "Hey, you guys! I dare you to fight me!" And everybody's scared. But David's like, "Isn't somebody going to stand up to this man? Then I will fight this giant." Palestine. David's going to fight Goliath. Goliath is like, "Give me that." Let's see, where is 9 feet? Is this inches? 24. 1 second. Uh-oh. Okay, guys, this is how tall Goliath is.
That's how we're in the swimming pool.
That's huge. And let's see, that's like, I think more than 5 of you guys laying down fit this one. Are you gonna fight this man? No. Do you want to fight this man? No, I'm 5'5". I'm already way gianter than y'all, right? But this boy named David, he said he's gonna fight this man. Do you think David's gonna win?
No.
Yes? Why do you think David's gonna win? Because of God? Really? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so after David said, I'm gonna fight this man, the man heard this and ran to King Saul, and said, guys, King Saul, David's gonna fight Goliath. Are you listening? You want this back? Okay, and then King Saul goes up to David and he's like, you can't fight Goliath. You're so small. How are you gonna fight Goliath? And he has been, you're only a boy, and he's been fighting for many years, right? Goliath, not only is he big, but of course he's been fighting for many years. But like, David is only like, I don't know, my age. So King Saul goes, you can't fight Goliath. You're small and you don't have any experience. You're gonna, I don't know, maybe die. Well, it was too bad that King Saul didn't believe in God, you know. He didn't trust God to help him. And he didn't know what to do to beat Goliath. Then this young boy named David came, and he knew in one day exactly what to do, and he trusted that God would help him. So Saul dressed him in armor, you know, to protect him. But David is a little boy. Do you think this armor is going to fit him? No. But you also have to think about it. Armor is made of like metal and stuff, so it's really heavy, right? So do you think you can really fight if you're carrying like heavy stuff around like this? Like, no, right? You cannot. It's gonna be difficult. So David takes it off, and instead he went to a stream. And he got 5 smooth rocks. And he has a slingshot. He puts a smooth rock into his little pocket, and he carries his slingshot. Do you think a slingshot, do you know what a slingshot is?
Yes.
You think a little slingshot is going to beat a giant 9 feet tall, and the stone is probably like this big? Yeah? Okay, let's see. So David approaches Goliath. Oh my gosh. And Goliath saw David, and he was like, you're gonna fight me? You're joking, right? This has to be a joke. And Goliath was like, this is so funny. Like, I can just step on you and I'm gonna beat you. But Goliath is like, that's okay, because you know what? If I win, that means you are all my servants. So get up, Oko. This is David. You're so small. I'm gonna get you. Okay? And well, Goliath didn't care what David said. Oh wait, actually, David said to him without fear. David said, "You fight with a sword, and I come with God on my side. And today, everyone will know that there is one true God in this land." Do you think Goliath is Christian? Do you think he believes in God? No. Who do you think he believes in? He probably believes in himself, right? He's like, I'm a big, strong man. I can do everything. I love me. I am my God. He loves himself. He doesn't know who God is, right? Since he loves himself so much, he wants to taunt you. Hey, fight me. Fight me. You know? He doesn't believe in God, but David comes up to Goliath and is like, I don't care who you are. There's only one God in this land, and today I'm going to show you who it is. What do you think Goliath is going to do? He's going to laugh in his face, right? Like, boy, I can just kick you like a soccer ball, and I will win this battle. Well, let's see. Goliath doesn't care what David says, and he moves closer to attack him. But David, run away. He doesn't run away, I'm sorry. He actually runs up to Goliath like, oh, you want a piece of this? Okay, I'm coming. We gonna meet. And then David reaches into his pouch and he pulls out a stone and he put it in his slingshot and shoot it at Goliath. Now, usually if a rock hits you, it just hurt a little and it'll leave a bruise, right? leave a bruise, right? So for Goliath, it'll just be like a little tap like that, right? Like you throw a little rock at me, it's like a little ant throw a rock at me. It don't hurt, right? But God is in this battle. So what do you think that pebble's gonna do? It's gonna do more damage than just a tap, right? God was overwatching this battle, and when that rock hit him right between his eyes. And suddenly Goliath loses his balance, and he falls! And he falls right on his face. Wow, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, right? You just get hit by a little rock and you fall on your face after telling people for 40 days to fight you. Well, guess what? That's what happened when you dare people who are on God's side, right? So who wins this battle? David, good job. And David did it. He beat Goliath, and the rest of the people saw this, and they ran away. All the giants are scared. They're like, we don't want to mess with this guy. They run away. Are you gonna run away?
No.
Why? These giants, they're the bad guys. The giants run away. That's good, right? Yeah, now they don't have these people bothering them no more. And then David, he's now a hero to all the Israelites. Yay!